Garten of BANBAN.
But bad.
I don't know anymore, but somehow I've ended up back in a kindergarten again. These drawings are of some pretty strange mascot friends, but for some reason, I know exactly who all of them are. Jumbo Joshua says, "Eat vegetables because I told you to." It reminds me a lot of somewhere I've been before. Muffet Flynn says I am very smart and can drive car. Unfortunately, there's nothing of value here. What the? What was that just now? There's another strange friend living here.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
Wait, did I hear that correctly? The door is talking. I think we should listen to that one more time.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
And just as expected, I can see something over there. Holy! What? Why is Jubok so excited again? Somebody stop Jubok. This area seems pretty unusual, in a very strange way. What? Bandwoman says, "I love Bam Bam." How many times did that friend type this? At this point, the wall is basically a giant love letter. Copton Fuad says, "Sample text." Wow, this kindergarten already feels very strange. Wow, hello there, Opila Bird. This friend is holding a keycard in their beak. Holy! Looks like we won't have to do the minigame after all. Well, it looks like we'll need to deal with those wooden planks up ahead before we can move on. Wait, what are all these red things?
It's pancreas time.
What
It's
the?
pancreas time.
Is Bam Bam addicted to pancreas or something?
It's pancreas time. It's
We need to get out of this pancreas
Whoa,
hell as
door
soon as
button
possible.
It's pancreas
No, be
Sliding
quiet.
time.
Will you stop talking for a second? There's a crowbar here. Goodbye, pancreas lover.
It's pancreas time. It's pancreas time. It's pancreas time.
Now let's make our way through here. Of course, we can use the crowbar to remove those planks, but it's actually possible to get past them without it. Why did I bring the crowbar then? Because I felt like it. Alright, let's conquer this area too. I can see a paper Opila bird up ahead. I'm not sure why it's pacing back and forth like that. Opila Burb says, "Laughter is the worst medicine. Frown instead." Anyway, am I really going to get killed by a piece of paper? Of course not. That would never happen. I honestly didn't think I would die there. Normally that would be game over. But thankfully, I was able to respawn.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
I love sliding doors. Wow, it's the dangerous killer paper Opila bird. We'd better be careful. We can avoid that paper and continue walking this way. Goodbye, paper friend. And this bird has one more secret. See if you can figure it out. Did you notice it? There was a keycard hidden here. We can open every door here.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
You could call this the secret room from chapter 1, but surprisingly, it's incredibly empty. Now let's open the door next to us.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
As expected, there's another elevator over there. Alright then, let's go enjoy another elevator crash. Huh? What is this place? I can't see anything around me. Holy!
No!
As always, we've made our way to chapter 2. Looking at Jumbo Josh here really makes it sink in even more. Let's take this opportunity to get out of here while this friend is unconscious.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
I love sliding doors.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
I can see a very familiar sight, and standing next to it is a friend who looks quite familiar as well. There are 3 paths ahead, but I think I already know which way to go. Huh? Why did that suddenly appear? It doesn't even disappear when I walk right up to it. Alright, let's use the keycard
Whoa,
here.
door button thing. I love sliding doors.
This place seems very different from the kindergarten I remember. What? No need to put in least to greatest, since there is no puzzle, idiot? It's definitely easier without any puzzles.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
If I remember correctly, I think a door around here opens somewhere. There's a key card here. And now we need to head this way and look for another key card. Found another one here. It looks like we'll need to keep collecting a lot of key cards as we progress.
Whoa, I love sliding
What?
doors.
Why does it keep calling me an idiot? There's nothing here. Let's go open the next door. I can see a familiar mural over there.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
Neb says, to be sad and depressed like me. Deputy Frog says, shoot guns like me to be strong. Fast Silpus says, I am very fast and not slow. Alright,
Whoa,
key
I
card
love
and open.
sliding doors.
What? Why is this weird music suddenly playing? Holy, Paper Nab is waiting here, trying to kill me. Normally I remember it chasing me after I picked up the key card inside this storage room, but this place is different. What the? If it touches you, you'll die, so let's avoid it and keep moving forward. First, let's head upstairs. Yes, there's a key card here. And if you keep going all the way forward, there's another key card. Don't forget to pick this one up too. What? What happening? Ooga booga ah! There's another key card here. I've honestly lost track of how many key cards we've picked up at this point. That paper knob is pretty easy to avoid, so let's make a quick escape. Wow, we escaped in no time. At this point, I think it's fair to call me a kindergarten expert. We currently have 2 key cards. Let's use them to open every door in this area.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
By the way, you could say this room is the secret room of this chapter. There isn't anything in here besides that picture.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
What? There's nothing here.
Hi, I'm Bam Bam, and I just hit you over the head. Hi, I'm Bam Bam, and I just hit you over the head.
What the?
Hi, I'm Bam.
What? Did that weird guy hit me and knock me out? Whoa, the door button thing.
I love sliding doors.
I could have sworn something like this happened before. We need to head inside here to reach that elevator. If you stand in the corner of the elevator, you'll get teleported. Oh, hello, keycard.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
Looks like this friend has lost one of its eyeballs. I remember collecting samples from those weird guys with a syringe back then, but here, it looks like we just need to pick up key cards.
Whoa, door button thing.
He will
I
eat
love sliding
you.
doors.
Please do not pass. Let's keep collecting every key card we come across.
Jubok.
What the? That friend just farted out of its mouth. What a strange guy.
Whoa, door button thing.
Hi, I'm Bam Bam.
Holy!
I love sliding doors.
No. That weird Bam Bam is trying to smack me in the head again.
And I just hit you over the head.
Well, we better watch out for that troublemaking Bam Bam.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
This time, let's look for key cards here as well.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
There are 2 key cards here.
Whoa.
Let's
door
open the
button
rest
thing.
of the lockers too.
I love sliding doors.
Okay, we've collected all the key cards in this area now. Let's get out of here.
Whoa, sliding door button. I love sliding doors.
We're back here again. Now let's head to the area we haven't explored yet.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
Wow, key card again. And wow, open again.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
What? That paper friend is doing laps back and forth again. And sometimes, if you die here, you'll get thrown outside the map. If that happens, it's pretty difficult to get back inside, so I recommend trying not to die. Actually, once you've picked up the key card here, you can just open this door right away.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
What? There are paper opila birds here too. Naturally, we'll have to avoid them carefully. As long as you get the timing right, they're pretty easy to avoid.
Whoa, I love sliding doors.
Now that we've got the key card, we're done here. As a kindergarten survival expert, I'll make it through this area just fine too. The danger isn't over yet. Hey, move already! Hurry up and get through. Let's keep being careful not to die.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
Welcome, new student.
If you have seen a human with a AI voice called Adam, please do send them up to my office to hire very bad.
Bye, new student.
This friend keeps repeating the same thing over and over like an answering machine. If I just stand here, it feels like I could listen to this lesson forever. Huh? We chew keycard?
Welcome,
I'm out of
new
here.
student.
Goodbye, Miss Answering Machine Teacher. Stop there or I tell. Let's just ignore it and keep going. This friend is holding a keycard in its mouth. I guess it thinks the keycard is a piece of gum. Of course, this place looks pretty familiar too. Back then, we had to catch those little friends running around here and put them back in their nest. But we don't need to do that this time. The keycard is right here.
Whoa.
Let's move on to the next room. Though I have to say, that paper snail friend is getting pretty annoying. The next room we're heading into is the cannon game room. This is the cannon room. But there aren't any cannons here at all. All we need to do is grab the key card from that treasure chest.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
Alright, here's another one.
Whoa, door button thing. I love sliding doors.
This time we're going to check out the obby room, the only room we haven't visited yet. Alright, here we are. This room doesn't really need much of an explanation. Just make sure to avoid the paper teachers up ahead. Wow, this room looks pretty familiar too. Sorry, but Opella Bird's door is closed due to her being much too dangerous, so I broke the window to the other elevator.
Bam Bam!
Holy! That friend keeps popping out of nowhere and startling me. Anyway, I wanted to check out every door in here, but as you can see, they're all blocked off. This elevator doesn't seem to be working either. So, I think this is where our journey comes to an end. Thanks for watching.